Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Monday inquiry. Probably take my glasses off since we're just talking right into the camera. I don't have to read a thing. Hello, everybody. All right, welcome to the work today. So it's Monday, Facebook Live Inquiry Day. All right. Did the work with a beautiful group this morning where somebody said there was something wrong with them. They were recognizing, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. This comes up often with the work that I do with people in any kind of addictive or compulsive process. So, compulsive eating, compulsive drinking, compulsive spending, compulsive thinking, snapping at people, being critical, being the type of person that you wouldn't want any of us to see you be, human. So, there you are. Find something as you follow along with this. You did it. That's the way you did it. We saw a little movie of you doing what you did. Oh, shameful, you think. Shameful. It's shameful that I did it that way. I don't want anyone to see it. Is it true? And if you're like what some of the inquirers found, they said yes. If you're like the same as them, yes, it's shameful. Can you absolutely know that that is shameful? 100% positive. Can you know it's true? Sometimes with a question like this or a situation like this, when you did it wrong, for example, I remember shoplifting when I was 18 and I was in my freshman year of college where I had a lot of misery. And there was an incident when I went with my wallet and I was able to buy things and somehow found myself there after having ridden a bicycle to this store for required items like soap and shampoo and toothpaste, putting them in the sweater, the sleeve of the sweater that I had on, and paying for only one thing and leaving. Now I stole that. Am I ashamed? Was I ashamed of that for a long time? A long time, very ashamed of that. What happens when you think it? And when I certainly imagined this, shame. I just would have been immensely ashamed if people saw me, my binge eating days. Eating. Ashamed. What happens when you think it's shame worthy, what you did? And you just notice, and it's absolutely true that it's shame worthy of feeling ashamed about. And you just fascinating to notice the truth of that, and it's okay to just let that hover there. Maybe your answer is yes. Many people in the group that were doing that this morning found the answer to be no. I do not know the right or wrong of all of this. I don't know exactly why it's happening. I don't know why I did that. I just know I was reacting. I was reactionary. I was believing my thoughts. How do you react when you think I did it wrong? I should be ashamed of myself. Well, I am. And I hide and I keep it to myself and it goes unresolved. Who would you be without this story? This is not about saying, fantastic, let's just keep doing it. In fact, often people have felt huge amounts of shame and then they do it even more. Who would you be without the thought that is worthy of feeling ashamed about? I did it wrong. That was a mistake. I should have done it differently. Okay to notice your preference and the difficulty and all the anxiety and all the tension with it not going the way I want it to go. Okay to notice that. It doesn't kill off that. I'm aware of something really got disturbed what was happening even sometimes in the thought, when I believe that was worthy of shame, I just see the height of the experience over and over and over again. I see myself doing it and eating or stealing over and over and over again. The moment of walking through that cash register without paying for something. Who would I be without the story, though? Who would I be without the story? What if it has a message? Can I be curious? What was going on there? So much compassion sitting with that experience of shoplifting as a young woman, and how desperate that person felt. I didn't want to be at college. I didn't want to be getting those things. I didn't want to stay. I didn't feel like I had enough. I didn't feel like I had enough of something. I didn't have enough money. I didn't have enough sanity. I didn't have enough comfort. I felt unsafe in that situation. Person who was doing the work on feeling ashamed in a relationship and feeling ashamed about that. It's just noticing without the belief that is worthy of shame for sure, without that thought, wondering what is going on, that seemed the only option. What's happening that I was unable to bring to consciousness within myself? What was going on that I just acted in that particular way with so much concern and so much turmoil going on, and not giving compassion to myself? Who would I be without the story? That what I'm done is shameworthy? I'd be kind. I'd be compassionate. As if I was looking at somebody else who was having that trouble, which I have immense compassion for. That person having so much trouble over there. Poor thing. Like in a comforting, kind, open-minded way. I did it right. I did the right thing. It isn't shameworthy. I didn't make a mistake, not permanently. I did the best I could in the moment, given what I was thinking and believing. I did it okay. I can learn from what happened. I saw what didn't feel like was in integrity. And I moved from there. I did it right. I started to question. I wondered about it. And what could be right in the most simple way of reaching for like a substance or food or an addictive process? What could be right about that? Something within wants to get back to ground zero, just stand balanced, have some way to work with all those incredibly disrupted emotions, cancel out everything, stop all the shoulds or shouldn'ts that are running, go into a hidey hole, go into a hiding place, just go have an episode or just express. Something was right about that. It gave its service. Doing that thing, that activity, provided something. And also I recognized that I wasn't in integrity, that wasn't something right. What was it showing me that I wasn't asking, that I wasn't doing? Long ago, in that shoplifting incident, not much longer after that, I recognized I don't want to be here. I don't want to be at college. This is an expensive place to not know if I want to be here or not. And I got on the plane and I went back to my parents' house. It was amazing. I had enough money even to get on the plane, and I did. I packed up all my stuff and I left. It wasn't the right place. And that was a little dramatic. And I saw, as I sat with the work, there might have been more options for me if I had known how to question my thoughts at the time. But it helped. I could recognize something was really out of integrity and pull myself out of the expectations that I had at the time. So what was I thinking and believing before I had the impulse to do that thing that didn't feel right ultimately to me, but was the best I could do at the time? What was I thinking and believing right before that? It's right because it helped me see and point to what was going on before that. Where did I feel empty? Where did I feel powerless, afraid, wanting, needing, unhappy? What did it help me recognize? I have incredible gratitude for my eating disorder because it brought me to peace and truth and love eventually. It kept me on the path of love and awareness. It continues to expand my love and awareness as I work with others. So could that thing that had shame in my mind to myself not be something worthy of shame, but actually be offering something? And could I find it was just my thinking that was wrong or off or mistaken at the time? I had mistaken thinking, and other than that, I was okay. And can I identify what those thoughts were? It can help me so I can question them. Maybe all those shoulds and shouldn'ts that I was believing that overwhelmed me before I went into a compulsive episode were things that I could question. All right. Let me know how it goes. Lots of love.